Hi everyone, I hope you're doing really well. Welcome to my channel. My name is HUMNA, and today I'll be sharing something very personal, which are the 5 steps towards self-love. These are something that I cultivated within myself in my life to help me understand and move towards self-love, because it was something that I really struggled with. So I will start by first explaining what self-love really means in very simple way. To understand what self-love means is that when we are able to accept ourselves fully with all our flaws and all our achievements. Sometimes we don't look at our flaws as things that we did right, because they were done. They remind us of the wrong decisions that we took or made, or the wrong paths we took. So we look at them as our flaws. And then those that we have achieved are kind of like the reminder of the right decisions or the right path we took. Now, we all know this, that in our lives that sometimes we think we are taking a right decision, and that later on down the lane, years later, makes you feel like, oh my God, what was I thinking, right? It wasn't the right decision. And then there are decisions that you take which make you feel regret, or it makes you feel guilty or shameful, or whatever it is that you feel, like the lower vibrational emotions that you feel by taking a certain path which you think is the wrong path, and that leads you to feeling flawed or not great in yourself, unfulfilled, unworthy, those kinds of feelings. But that wrong choice actually is the choice that might have made you feel unfulfilled, but it taught you a lesson about all these emotions and how you had to feel them to be reminded that you don't want to feel them again in future. So you learn the lesson through the wrong choices, which actually ultimately is the right choice. But then the whole idea is that those wrong choices at that point felt wrong, but later on down the years, you look at them and go, I'm so glad I did that, because it taught me to be a better person, or it challenged me, or it made my business grow better, or whatever it is that you feel was not the right choice later on turns out to be the right choice. Now, what's really important on the journey of self-love is that you do not judge your actions. Now, what that means is that you do not judge yourself for taking those actions, whatever they may be, right? Whatever the choice you make right now, or are planning to make in the future, you are making it from a place of love towards yourself, and with the intention that it would help you become the best version. Now, this outlook of being non-judgmental towards your actions really trains your subconscious mind. When you kind of remind it again and again and again, it trains your subconscious mind to be forgiving, to be extremely flexible, to be open to newness and uncertainty, to not be scared. And this builds a really deep trust within yourself that you develop, that no matter whatever happens, you will choose the path, or you have chosen the path that you knew in that moment best, that would be aligned with your soul purpose. So you become extremely forgiving. Once you become non-judgmental, then you become forgiving. Now, just to be clear, that when you become non-judgmental towards yourself, it actually has a rippling effect on other people also. So you become non-judgmental towards them also, as you become non-judgmental towards you. Now, I said the word forgiving. Once you become non-judgmental, you let go of the right and the wrong, you become forgiving. And that's the point, the step number 2, is that you have to become forgiving towards yourself and others. Now, of course, the first step is forgiving yourself. And for that, you really have to become your bestest friend. You have to spend time with yourself. You have to do the deep inner healing work, go into your childhood trauma, understand what it is that was holding you back and why it was holding you back. And then you start forgiving yourself. And that is when you let go of your past and you're ready for point number 3, which is moving ahead. So once you become non-judgmental, that leads to point number 2, where you become forgiving towards yourself and towards others. And then you get ready to move forward. And that's number 3. You are ready for your future. You start dreaming, you start hoping, you start looking for things that excite you. So you open your world up. And that's point number 3, that you started making plans. Then you reach the point number 4. Now, for this one, you have to understand that self-love involves you to believe in yourself fully. Believe in yourself fully means that you are deserving of the bestest of the best that you can imagine. You have to be very conscious that you are deserving of all the good things in your life. And for that to happen, right, you have to break free from your past. When we say break free from your past, like look at number 3, you are now not looking at the past, you're looking at the future. What is it asking you to do? You need to get out of your comfort zone. The more uncomfortable you become, the more new things you give yourself, or new places you visit, new people you hang out with, the newness that you bring. It's like fresh energy that comes in your life, and that removes you from the comfort zone that you were in and puts you into places where you are uncomfortable, but your intuition guides you. So number 4 is letting go of your comfort zone and diving right into new experiences, new places, and everything new. This for me was the hardest step, getting out of the comfort zone, because our ego mind, the brain, the thoughts that we have, they clog your steps, like they clog your, everything gets really tight and you get blocked in and you feel almost paralyzed with fear of, oh my God, how can I do this, and that sort of a feeling. But number 4, the fourth step to self-love is getting out of your comfort zone and trusting your intuition. Number 5 is something that I personally think is what was the game changer for me. So I'll share it with you all, but it might not resonate with everyone. So, just hear me out and see where it takes you. Now, with this one, what happened was that I used to look at God or the Creator as an entity that was outside of myself and something that had, created the whole world. But I never had that intimate connection with God to feel its presence in my life. And so I woke up one day, and rather than saying, God loves everyone, which of course He does, but I started saying in my healing journey as God loves me, or my Allah loves me, or the universe loves me, or whatever it is, or whoever it is that you believe created you loves me. So I started owning that energy, that it's not just an energy that's dispersed around in the universe. Of course it is, that's a fact. But what I started doing was training my brain to bring it into focus and make that energy the focus for me, that is going to help me. That is what is holding me. The universe is holding me. My Allah is holding me. He is the one who's guiding me. So it became my focus. And in my heart, I started believing that I was becoming its focus. So the moment I gave it energy, that I am walking towards my God, or I'm walking towards divine, or I am doing this for divine. I started making the divine or the universe more important and moving towards it with full attention and intention, that there's nothing coming between me and the universe, or me and my God, and me and my Allah, is when I realized I started seeing myself not as who I am, but as a creation of that creator. And it was just this magical shift that happened in my head and heart that helped me look at myself not as HUMNA, or a being who is an art healer, or an arts teacher or whatever. I started looking at myself as its creation, like the universe or God created me. And there's so much effort that has gone into creating me and writing my story, that this entity who I am calling mine, I belong to this entity. I belong to the universe, and the universe belongs to me, or whatever you want to shift it, really. I'm just using a word, universe or God or Allah, whatever it is, Bhagwan, whoever you want to call on to or understand. Start using the words like my Allah or my creator is going to be happy or not with what I'm going to be doing. My creator is calling me. My creator loves me. My creator is watching over me. My creator is protecting me. And the moment you start doing it, you start feeling the God presence or the divinity around you. And that is God consciousness. When you develop God consciousness, you know that when you are deep in the darkest of places, when you're feeling unworthy, or whatever it is that you're feeling is pulling you downward, that entity who created you is with you. So it is choosing you to feel that way. And so you allow yourself to feel that emotion, that what you are feeling, because you know he is with you. And when you let that awareness sink inside your subconscious mind and flow out through your conscious mind, you develop God consciousness. And that is where the whole magical power is, that you start seeing yourself as the creation of this creator who only creates beauty. And so you start looking at yourself as the lion, or the mountains, or the plants, or the bees, or anything that you see in nature or around you, that you see to its perfection. Like that is, you can't change a rose petal by saying, I wish the rose petal was a certain way or not a certain way, right? So you kind of start accepting yourself as the creation of the creator that creates beauty and perfection, and automatically you start seeing yourself become extremely vulnerable in front of your creator, and you come to terms with the understanding that that's all he creates. He just creates beauty and perfection. So all that you are in this present moment, the journey that you've gone through, is beautiful and it's perfect, because that is what you needed in your soul's journey to evolve. And that is what you've been gifted by your creator to experience. And you automatically feel so much lighter, and so much respect for yourself, and so much respect for your creator, and you develop this beautiful bubble around you, as if like you're constantly protected by him or it. So coming down to like, then you don't see yourself as what you've done, but you see yourself as who you truly are. And that really brings out the love for yourself. And you automatically start being really grateful. You become patient with yourself. You become nurturing, and you start doing all the things that you are kinder to yourself and that sort of stuff. And that helps with the self-love journey that you have. I hope the 5 steps help you in some way. I'll bring them together just to recap what they were. The first one is become extremely non judgmental towards yourself, which will have a ripple effect, and you will become non judgmental towards others. Then you have to forgive yourself. Again, that would be something that will ripple out in your relationships around you, and you'll start forgiving other people too. Once you start forgiving other people, you let go of those attachments from the past and you move forward and you start dreaming of that what you want to create in your life. Once you start creating a life that is full of magic and you feeling limitless, you have to free yourselves from the limitations and get out of your comfort zone. Once you understand that getting out of your comfort zone is what is you're being called to do, you start becoming God conscious. You recognize that that who created you protects you, holds you, guides you, and provides for you. And so jumping out of your comfort zone is basically not a big deal because you're all protected and watched out for. So that's what my journey has been, and I hope in some way this video inspires you, connects you, brings you into the present moment, and reminds you that you are not just what you think you are, but you are that what you are within you, that what you feel within you. So I'm sending you lots of love, light, and peace, everyone. Enjoy yourselves, and if anything resonated with you, leave me a comment, connect with me. You can connect through my Instagram also, which is HUMNA_being. I'd love to hear from you, connect with you, and hear your thoughts. If you have some steps towards self-love, please do share them in the comments, and it would be great because other people who read them might find them useful. If you feel that you'd like to, do hit the notification button so you can get my videos as I upload them. I also offer one-to-one sessions as art healing or consultation or something that you're wondering or working through and need to. So my details you can get from the description box below. Once a month, I run these online healing full moon retreats, which are deep and intense. If you'd like to join them, send me a message, or like I said, connect with me, leave a comment, and I'll share the details with you. Other than that, I'm sending you lots and lots of love, everyone. Enjoy yourselves, and it's not an easy journey, but it's so worth it. And I hope that today is the day you promise yourself to start on this journey and become the bestest version of yourself. Love and light, peace, everyone. Take care.